What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Mario and Luigi Superstar Sega 3D for the 3DS, the remake. Last episode we made it to the Chateo, and in this episode we're going to complete the chapter. I don't think this is I don't think the chapter is defined, but whatever. So in today's episode, I'm going to just pretty much, I think I said it in the original, in the original OG LP or whatever it was, that part that would play out this part of the remake. So, or if you get what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying, basically. Like the remake that I'm playing right now, that I said in the original, because I never got a chance to talk about it in the original OG, in the OG playthrough. I am practically pretty much just going to explain about some details and whatnot about the video game industry. It's kind of like a ongoing thing in the series. Thought I actually have something to talk about for today. I'm going to be reading a couple articles, and it's an underlying issue since I'm not really either of those generations. In fact, I'm a generation after the millennials, so it's you know which generation that is. And quite frankly, my thoughts on Gen Z is it's a mixed feeling, really. Sometimes I'm like, okay, cool. We do stupid stuff as well. We're kind of like we're kind of funny in a way. But at the same time, there are times where I wish I'm not associated with them because of, well, I don't know. I just would rather not say. But for the most part, I actually have, so the reason why I'm bringing this up as an article, like there's going to be a couple articles I'm reading about today. And the reason why I'm bringing them up is because I was just curious for myself what they think about Gen Z. So last episode I was talking in the remake, I was talking about millennials and baby boomers, what they think about each other, kind of in a way. And I thought it would be a good idea to like see what they think about us. So not combined, I think they have different thoughts and opinions about us. And so with that being said and done, I'm going to just pretty much have this just read out the articles, titles quickly, and then like once we get to where we need to get to, because I know I'm going to interrupt myself at some points in the video. I pretty much I'm timing it myself right now, and so it's one of those things that I'm like kind of like watching myself do. So one of this article is more than 5 years old, and this one is about what the baby boomers think about Gen Z. And the title is "You're Not Snowflakes. Baby Boomers Answer Gen Z's Biggest Questions." And then the other article I'm going to read about is what millennials really think about Gen Z. So that's going to be something that is going to be quite the journey for me to read. And hopefully I could get both of them done in this episode. If not, I'll probably get the first one done in this episode and the next one done in the next episode, or possibly in another video. So with that being said, I don't know if there's anything else I can really say that will not cut me off, because quite frankly, I'm just gonna give you an input here that this has probably no relevance to why video games suck nowadays, because that is the underlying issue that I'm trying to undergo and pretty much kind of like explain myself on. And so it's just one of those things where I thought it would be interesting to read about this prior to my research on how video games are being made back in the day, and obviously they're being made right now in Western culture, since a lot of people are pretty much not enjoying what they're buying, basically, because they are trying them out and then they just suck. And I'm sounding like a broken record at this point by saying this, obviously, and so I don't know really what else to say, but I'll get onto the article in just a sec, because I know, yep, he's gonna interrupt me. I'm gonna interrupt for a second. Poems of Love, Volume 1 by Bubbles, original owner of Chateo did Chucklehuck. An empty barrel so like the heart of a man, tunneled from below. Okay, so so now let's just get onto the right into the article, okay? But before, okay, actually, you know what? Before we do, I'll explain a couple of things. So one, the Chuck guys that are about to battle right now, they have a couple of different attacks than the original, but some of them are similar into how you can counter. Well, yeah, they are similar. The way you counterattack them is different. Actually, it's not my opinion. It's just facts. And then, as well as there was one attack that I missed from the original game, which is they can summon other Chuck guys. So, with that being said, let's get onto the article right now. So, it can feel as if the generation gap is wider than ever. This is, according to this article, you're not a snowflake. Baby boomers answer Gen Z's biggest questions. Anyways, but not when people really talk. Here, 60-somethings offer advice to those in their teens and 20s. Okay. So we live in an era in which, for the most part, the generations do not mix frequently. Grandparents are visited occasionally. Young people seek the freedom of independent living as early as possible. Social media intergenerational warfare is commonplace. As members of Gen Z, those born between the mid-90s and the early 10s, criticize older people for hoarding wealth, while baby boomers bemoan the perceived sensitivity of the younger generation. But what would happen if baby boomers gave the TikToking young adults of today an insight into their thinking, through some advice into the bargain? And to that end, we assemble a panel of baby boomers. Teo Diado, 64, a marketing director from London; Liz Richards, 68, a retired nurse from Derby; Paul Gibson, 63, an accountant from Arudo, West Sussex, I guess, and Maggie Tata, 65. If I butchered that name, I'm really sorry. Her from London, to answer Gen Z's questions, even the tongues and cheek one. So, anyways, what do you admire in younger people today? So, Idawa, Caitlin, 22, Norwich. Okay, so I admire them for their intensity. Okay, Tata, and also for their adaptability. I don't know how they do it. They can suck everything in and still manage to cope, and they're willing to take risks. Their courage is amazing. Gibson, I admire them for their confidence in IT. They're probably the first digital natives, aren't they? They can embrace all the possibilities of technology. False. That would be the millennials, because they're the first ones to actually touch on or actually grow up with technology, if anything. Not in a sense of entertainment wise, although in their later ages they did. If I had to make the facts correct here, because they did. They were the ones, if anything, experienced computer lab as a huge thing. And the first half of Gen Z can say the same thing. I was one of them. I remembered, and I for myself remember when computer lab was a class. I remember it being such a huge deal and such a big thing that whenever it comes to using the computer, I would freaking make sure that I try my best to get things done, homework wise and whatnot, and then also do some stupid stuff here and there, but not as often as I should. Not as often as everyone else would. So anyways, Richards says, for me, it's how they've coped with the pandemic. I think they've had the worst time of any group, really. Obviously not from the sickness and death point of view, but the fact that when you're young, your life is going out, meeting other people, doing all of that. They've had to do without a lot of it. That is kind of true in a way. I agree to some degree, but at the same time, I think the way we handled it was just we were staying behind our screens to the most part. But I think that also affected how we, function in the society to be able to socialize. So I mean, it is a huge problem. But anyways, Poems of Love, Volume 2 by Bubbles. Original owner Chateo de Chucklehuck. Atop a barrel man, I spy new lands and visions. Green Bee Barrel Man, select the barrel icon. A climbs up on top. Hit the block to make a broken barrel whole again. If only hearts were so easily mended. All right. So yeah. So next thing that we should probably like, I'm gonna try to move this along. I'll probably try to answer a question. I probably won't get through the entire article as I just read it myself. Well, not just now, obviously, but like, you know, I realized that this is just more of like a Q&A from the baby boomers to the Gen Z. So here's some that actually stuck out to me. So the ones I actually want to really answer that are probably more relatable to this conversation than not is, do you think young people are overly sensitive and privileged? JD 21 South Wales. Idaho says, it depends how you define sensitive or privileged. I know some young people, and for them, the thought of going out to work in the summer holiday is like, maybe after I've rested for a long time. In our day, the idea of getting a paper round was norm, so definitely in terms of privilege, for some of them, I can feel that. Gibson, I think here's Gibson's response. I think they're much more aware and have greater empathy and understanding of people's journeys. So I use words like sensitive in a positive way, not in a Piers Morgan snowflake way, because they're not snowflakes. They're resilient and adaptable and more aware of their world issues. And then the next question was, why do you hate selfies? They don't hate, and here, I guess to like, if you want to see the article yourself, you should see it. They don't hate selfies. They just don't like the frequency of it. So, and I can relate on that one too.
I'm gonna interrupt. I am Chuckle Roots, protector of woods. Ahead is a great tree, Mother Chuckahola. Only some may pass. Some who find all three kinds of Chocola fruits. White Chocola fruits, red Chocola fruits, purple Chocola fruits. Find 3 types of Chocola fruit here, then I let you pass.
I'm gonna actually keep taking it over because, sorry. I'm gonna actually just take over. Sorry. I don't want no awkward silence or anything like that. So we're gonna try to avoid the enemies as best we can. And then go into this room here.
I am the granddaughter of the Grand Chocoroots. This is my room, and I may say, how dare you enter a woman's room uninvited? And since you're here, I'll share my secret with you. Have you noticed these spots on the ground that look like this? These are spots where beans lie buried in the ground. If the red one uses his hammer and the green one digs beneath the earth, the beans will pop out of the spot on the ground. There are a total of 5 beans hidden there. And hidden in here. Find all 5 and I will open the door up ahead.
Sounds like a plan. So yeah, I don't know if I specified earlier, but they're all around the Mushroom Kingdom, or sorry, Bean Kingdom. They're all around the Bean Kingdom, and yeah, some of them are hard to find, others not so much. But yeah, for the most part, they are all around.
You found all 5. You have done very well. If you find marks like these on the ground, dig immediately. Good night.
No, come back. Come back. Alright, whatever. Voiceover, you may take over. Yeah, so before all that happened, sorry about... I mean, live commentary, right? Sorry about, you know, not while I have a lot of time to talk and actually read the article now. So the selfies is where I left off at, I believe, right? So why do I don't hate the amount of selfies. Let's just read what the 2 responders said. So Richards and Idu. pretty much responded. I don't hate selfies. I love them. Some of the best pictures I've got are selfies, but sometimes it's constant selfies, and then it gets a bit tedious. I do. We don't hate selfies per se. It's the volume of them. I am like literally on their side for this one because I myself do not like selfies. The frequencies of it. I don't mind the selfies because they make good memories and whatnot, and it's good to look back on. Heck, probably some of them probably could be framed in a way. Like I would probably frame it in my own house or something like that, and just like, oh, like yeah, I just had it framed because it was a nice moment, and I wanted to like, display it to like actually like see it for myself, even when there are times when I can't turn on my phone. I still have it there physically. Heck, yeah. But that's besides the points. But I thought this was like I thought this was interesting. A little dumb question to answer and whatnot, so why not? But yeah, I don't know if let me see. I think we're about to battle Wiggler right now. Yeah, so we're about to battle Wiggler right now. So Wiggler, okay, so let me just sidetrack for a second here. So the battling Wiggler is definitely like possible to beat it in literally 2 turns. And the reason being saying is because, well, actually, I'm actually not gonna spoil it quite yet. Really, I'm not. But let's just say you can get a certain attack, and if you get it soon, you can easily just boom, like that's gonna be an instant like done, like because there will be multiple hits you're doing. So, anyways, back to the record of being. I think in the original game you could easily do so as well. But anyways. Would you choose to live your life differently if you were born in our generation? So here's Gibson's response. If I were starting over, I would take more risks. My early life was fairly risk-free. I wanted to go into Cambridge, which I did. My father was an accountant and was expected that I would become an accountant, so I did. I would take more risks with my life and with my career to seek out more diversity. I think I lacked that in the earlier years. And perhaps I wouldn't have one linear career, which is what I've done, but several different careers. Because inside, I feel like a writer, but on the outside, I look like an accountant. If I were starting over, I'd give that writer a little bit more space, and that accountant a little less space. I think I'd be a richer person for that. That's definitely a good way to look at it. So let me see. I don't know if there's like, oh, they actually had like a live interview on this one, but I think that's interesting. By the way, oh yeah, it's just like so. Why I find so dumb about it in this game is we could have just asked Wiggler, hey, could you just move out of the way for a second? We need to grab something. No, we just made him cry and bully him. Like, why couldn't we have just been nice to and ask him? I don't know. Not how we make games back then, right? So anyways, I mean, that was just my thought. I thought it would have made more sense, but whatever. Interesting fight nonetheless. I thought it was interesting that you had to like attack these segments in order to attack the head, and then it would just constantly be like alright, as soon as you attack the head, boom, you have to go back and attack the segments again. Yeah, sorry. Moving on to the next question. What is your best advice for how to achieve financial security? Tata says, oh god, that's a good one. Invest. Multiple streams of income, that's it. You can't just have a 9-to-5 job anymore. You have to do lots and lots of different things. Great. I do. As early as you can, get a life insurance policy. Make sure it's a whole life insurance policy, because that way, if something happens to you, you can have something substantial to leave to your offspring. Also, look outside your main career for income. I think it's called a side hustle now, right? We used to go to police auctions. This was way before eBay. And buy things, then advertise them in the classified ads. If you can, get a property ladder as soon as possible. I wonder what that's about, so I'll check that out. Actually, I might take that advice a little bit. For me, saving has always been very important. I've been doing that, but I went to a university at a time when there was no student debt and housing was affordable. And it's a huge but. If you can, start a pension early. It's called compounding. If you start pensions at 21 and retire at 65, that pension has been going for 45 years, 44 or 45 years, and a very small sum can become a substantial sum. The state pension isn't enough to live on, sadly, but I recognize how that advice is just not practical for so many people who are paying eye-watering amounts of rent. So why do you always... Oh, well, why you always go to the airport so early? Gen Z, you need to start doing that. You do. To pretty much sum it down to what Idaho would say, they live in a time where a lot of things can go wrong. So they can't afford to just like rely on things that could easily be unreliable the moment that you don't think ahead. So instead of thinking 5 seconds ahead, you gotta think like 5 hours ahead. Hey, when do we need to get to the airport? At this time. When does the flight take off? At this time. So when do we need to be at the airport? At this time. Not no freaking, oh, we just made it. Where's the flight? Right over there. We gotta run and hustle. Like, nah, bro. Make sure you get yourself some rest when plan your stuff ahead. I don't know. I feel like that would be common sense, but common sense is not really a thing nowadays. Ooh, that's another topic I can talk about. Sorry. I don't know. I think common sense is dead. I think it's become rare sense now. It's really sad on how that is like just coming out of my mouth right now for me to say that. But I feel like that's true now. A lot of
things that would have been common sense is no longer the case because of, well, I'm not gonna say why. I'll extend onto that if I even have time some episodes later or something like that. So what mistakes did your generation make and what can Gen Z learn from them? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. When I was younger, the attitudes towards women who got pregnant out of marriage were awful. The world sort of fell on me. It was also hypocritical because they would often be illegitimate children in families, but everyone pretended that wasn't the case. Another big mistake I lived through was how we treated gay people. People had to pretend, and it caused such a pain. Okay, moving on. Another mistake we made was listening to everything our teachers and parents told us and believing it, because half the time they were saying things knowing full well they weren't going to. I think today's children are a lot more challenging of what adults tell them, which is a good flipping. Oh my gosh, I don't know if that's good advice, Idaho. I don't know about that one, but I'll take it. I mean, I would throw in a little bit. I would look for God's wisdom in everything. If everyone else is pretty much failing you in terms of giving you good advice, look to God. That's my advice. All right. Anyways, Tada, yes, we didn't have a choice really, but they can find information out for themselves. I'm grateful for their free spirit because we were just told that we had to do as we were told. Huh? I gotta really think on that one. But it might... Actually, no, now it just clicked. I think. No, it didn't. Never mind. Okay, Gibson. For me, it's our generation's failure to act on climate change. We know what we need to do, but we lack the individual and political leadership to change the way we live and protect the environment. Our failure will be for generations to come. Okay. I'm gonna skip all the other questions because they're not too relevant to what I think would be cool to actually answer. Have you changed your opinion politically since you were young adults? So most of them. So I'm gonna say this. I think these three individuals have spoken for a third of said generation because one has said I have become more radical towards this way. Another one has softened from a certain way, and the other one has pretty much just stayed straight all the way through, but are more careful with their words, but also they just stick to what they believe in. So there you go. I don't really want to extend on that one too much. You can read it. I'll leave the link in the description below for the article in case you want to read it. So anyways, do you believe that Gen Z aren't able to buy homes because that we are lazy and don't work hard enough? And here we go. We have 2 responses. I'm going to try to see if I can get it going.
Richards, absolutely not. She looks horrified. My sons aren't Gen Z, they're in their 30s, so millennials. But they can't buy homes. House prices have been crazy over the past 20 years. Idaho, probably back to 25 years now. Idaho, I bought my first house for 23,000 pounds. Nowadays, that would probably be 300,000 pounds instead of finding a $3,000 or 3,000 pound deposit. You need 3,000 pounds.
Of course, now I get. Of course, and of course, when I get the super knockback, bros, my dogs decide to bark. That's great. Great timing. Very great timing. Hope you guys enjoy that funny moment. Really, hope you do.
Alright. Alright, well done. I am not going to, I'm not going to extend on that. I think I will leave a cliffhanger on that question. It's not like, I know anything about this conversation. Nobody's ready to have that conversation with me either. Really. Unless you're my generation or millennial or baby boomer. Gen X would not understand me on this one. What do you think of the... Oh. What is your view on... Much devices might try to unite our... Okay, I don't want to read that one. What is your view on TikTok? I think it's a massive, amazing tool for creativity because you have to encapsulate so much in such a short space of... yeah, I mean, I guess that's a good way to look at it. Yeah, sure. Sure, why not? Yeah. So, what do you think of the rising awareness of mental health? And do you wish you had the same awareness when you were younger? Definitely, Tata says. Definitely. It was taboo for us growing up. We couldn't even talk about mental health. People would be locked up in what we used to term mental homes, and that was it. It's so good that mental health is being addressed now, and it's not a taboo. I hate to be that guy, Tata, but there is a fine line where it was a good point at, but once it was like something that we had to like all society had to focus on. Actually, that's another conversation for another day. I don't want to talk about that right now. Do you still like boiled sweets? I'm still partial to cola cubes, Idaho says. There's a sweet shop in Greenwich that sells old-fashioned sweets. Whenever I pass it, I go in to buy some cola cubes. What is the one thing you wish you had known before you were 30? Okay, I think that's the last question. So we're gonna read that quickly. So Idaho says, if I'd known before 30 that as you get older you have less energy, I would have had my children much earlier, because what you don't want is when you take your son to school and people say, is that your granddad?
Oh my gosh. Also, when you're in your 30s, don't you technically still... Isn't that still your prime, technically? I don't know. Unless you don't really keep yourself in shape, then yeah, 30 is when you start falling off then. So anyways, getting your foot on the property ladder if you possibly can is a good idea. Paying into a pension. It's awfully boring, and of course, when you're at that age, you never think you will need it. Because you never think you will be old, but age does come. And travel. Meet new people, educate yourself about different cultures. That will set you up for being a decent, balanced person. Okay. I'll think about that one. Gibson. No, actually, I will think about that one. Gibson, I think I would say to under 30 or myself at that age to be bold. When you look back, failure isn't a terrible thing. It's actually quite often a positive thing. You can learn from it. You can grow from it. When I was under 30, I was very anxious about failing, and I think I missed out on some of the things we've been talking about: traveling, meeting new people, and getting new experiences. I wouldn't worry about failing. I would be bold. Okay, yeah. So
I'm gonna have to cut myself off for a couple of seconds here. Poems of Love, Volume 3, by Bubbles. Original owner, Chateo de Chucklehuck. When two are at distance, pressing the Y button, but once will do, souls will reunite. Okay. Don't know what that means, but alright. Yeah, honestly, to the first response, honestly, like I had to say like that was actually kind of funny. The freaking like the freaking have your children before 30, yeah, much earlier. I don't know if I could follow that one, but honestly, it would. That is, I wouldn't be too surprised if kids would like. Is that your granddad? Like, it's just like I could just. That's your granddad over there? No, that's my dad.
Man, he was old.
Like, golly, jeez. And how old are you? 4, 5? Yeah. Well, we'll see how you change your opinion or change your mind once you hit 25 years later or something like that. There you go. I don't know, but yeah. Needless to say, I think this is a funny topic to read an article to like read over and pretty much talk over and just explain over it in a way, right? I thought it was cool to do so because it's one of those things where like I think if there was like a little bit more listening and like kind of more insight to like what each generation thinks about each other and just like we come together and think about these things, like there's probably a better way where we can like have better conversations and like have a deeper conversation on like how to like move forward in life, how to make lives better for each other, and not only just for ourselves, but like for for the generations to come. I mean, there's Gen Alpha, Gen Beta we have to worry about. Yes, I'm not kidding you when I'm saying Gen Beta. There is a Gen Beta now. So Gen Alpha is basically in their elementary ages, basically. And needless to say, I would have gotten to the millennial one someday. Maybe I'll get to it in the next episode. Who knows? Probably in the original playthrough. I'm pretty sure I'll have plenty of time to do so. So I do apologize about this, but I think for the rest of this, it's going to be live footage, live audio. So with that being said, here you go.
You found all 3 chocolate fruit types. I am amazed. Very well. You pass. Very well. Go. I will sleep now. Good night. Yes! Oh, yes! The path is open! We were stuck and couldn't get past your sea. Hiding here and waiting for a couple of smells was brilliant. Alright, rookie, let's not waste any more time. We're golden, see?
Here we go. Seems like we're entering towards the end of the chapter here. So, I was trying to show this in the original, but if you have Mini Mario, I guess not, because it doesn't show it's in the original. For some reason, I felt like in the original, I did miss one in the original. Golly, bruh. I knew I missed one. Okay, so in the original, for some reason... Wait a minute. I don't know. I feel like I missed something. Wait, hold on. Let me
check something here. Did I get all the beans? I did not get all the beans in the woods. Possibly not. Oh! I know where I missed one. Hold on. I'll be right back. I knew I missed one here. Alright, back to the adventure. Once we get through... Yeah, we're gonna get back to the adventure. Okay, so now that I'm back... we'll get the rest of the beans later for sure. But yeah, I thought like now I kind of want to see how the cutscene will play. Hey, Cap! Found Master Larry. He's got lots of minions with him. Excellent. Let's get going. Let's move forward. Oh boy. Perfect! This is where we'll build my fortress. And then we'll take over that village over there. This is gonna be great. Master Larry sure is powerful. It's a lot of power for one guy. Well, he is a Koopaling. What did you expect? Master Larry, where shall I put this? Over there. Master Larry, where should I make the entrance? Right there. Huh? Hey! Goomba and Shy Guy! What are you doing? Get back to work! Here goes nothing. You wanna fight me? You're pretty bold for a Goomba. Way out. So we're basically nearing it. Oh, you just instantaneously just... What do idiots drink? Soda? What do soda calls their pop? Dad, pop? A hippie's favorite soda? Granola Cola? My name is Bubbles. And I am the ultimate comedian with the laugh and the chortling and the hearty heart. Yes, monsieurs. Indeed. What you see before you is the most legendary of sodas, the Chocola Reserve. Wait, you're Bubbles? Oh man, dude, you really let yourself go, man. What happened to you? And I am pleased to tell you that Chocola Reserve is yours to enjoy! Arty-har! I have worked on Chocola Reserve for 1,000 years! Telling a joke after joke so it would mature and then mature some more and then yet more. Until at last, the greatest soda of all would be completed with the fizz and the tastiness. Because it is a soda of such high caliber and repute. Rude guests meet a terrible fate. On Detroit! That's no ordinary soda, see? We can't stand up to such a beverage. The great Chocola Reserve is a thing to savor, with the flavor and tang and yum in the belly. Oh no. It is wonderful, so wonderful. The great soda shines. However, that was not the only hidden soda power that my jokes have bred over these 1,000 years. We'll probably witness them in this version, since in the last version I pretty much annihilated the boss. Now I insist you fully experience the texture, taste, and aroma of Chocola Reserve. Bon appetit!
Okie dokie.
Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, these guys are quick. So, let's start off with Chopper Bros. Mash the A button. Alright, so we're just gonna do knockback for right now, because I'm not gonna do the advanced right now. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I'm, you know, from history, I think it's best that I just, you know, just, yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work. Oh wow, now I learn it. Learn Super Chopper Bros. And I learned the other advanced movement when my dogs were barking for some reason. Not my dogs, but mom's dogs. Well, oh well. Anyways, here we go. We're gonna just keep mashing these attacks. So, I'll probably change it up once in a while. We're getting there. Alright. Yeah, let's do the Super Splash Bros.
Let's go!
That didn't work. No damage so far. Wow, no damage! I like this! It's kind of hard to mash with my right thumb, because I just keep maxing out. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna do Bounce Bros. Or should I do Super Bounce Bros? I'm gonna do Super Bounce Bros. Probably witness some jokes. Oh my gosh. Super Splash Bros?
Let's go!
Are we not gonna...
Let's go!
No jokes! I can't believe it! Oh my gosh!
Oh yeah!
Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh!
Let's go!
I'm speechless. Literally. No! That's what I'm thinking, too!
But the jokes, the puns, the humor I've saved up over the last 1,000 years. Au revoir!
I really need to work better on this. Master Larry, please join us! We're going to rescue Lord Bowser. That won't work for me. The thought of obeying a Goomba makes me sick. Master Larry, you can take over as captain. Really. All I care about is saving Lord Bowser. You're serious about this, aren't you? Suppose I'll allow you the pleasure of my company, but you'll need a plan. The other Koopalings are trying to conquer this whole kingdom. They've been brainwashed by Lord Fawful. To be frank, they're all much stronger than you. How's that gonna work? We're going to gather all of the missing minions, rescue Lord Bowser, and return home to the Mushroom Kingdom. It cracks me up. Talk all serious like that. Well, Iggy's in the forest and Morton's near in the valley. Wendy took the sea. I only know about those three. I lost track of Roy, Ludwig, and Lemmy. Thanks, Master Larry. Forest, the valley, and the sea. Let's go. You should know I don't intend to try very hard. Also, I'm not going to be captain. Seems like a lot of hassle. Wow. Mario! Mario! Are you in here? Mario! Oh, wait. Let me make this more appropriate. Let me make this more appropriate. Mario! 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 I have to jump with B, but confirm with A. So diabolical. But seriously, Mario! Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that. Like seriously, alright. I gotta find a way to get around them. Ah! I mean, at least I could run away. That's probably what I'm gonna try to do, is run away.
Hammer!
Okay, get me out of here. Get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. Oh, shoot.
Jump!
Okay, you gotta move yourself to get that.
Hammer! Jump!
Alright, don't screw this up this time. Oh, pff, I get nuts. Okay, great. I am not trying to get up ahead with the leveling, so that's why I'm, yeah. So that's great.
Oh,
Yo, Luigi's just like, yep, here we go. What's the beanhole I'm missing? He's getting bored.
no.
Well, look at this! A very Mario-esque fellow and a some other guy.
Put some respect on my name, bro. What? What is it? Mario's gut is filled to the brim with Chocola Reserve, sloshing around his insides. Gross. Mario's just like, yep. He's opening his eyes and then... That's so funny. Look at that. That's so crazy. That's terrible and sort of disgusting. Must contact Lady Lima immediately. By the way, what's Chocola Reserve? Shh, I have no idea. Oh my gosh. You two are kind of just like non-informative for anything.
Queen Bean has been in a deep sleep, just as you see her now. Did you truly obtain some of the legendary Chocola Reserve?
Yep, sure did. And now we're spewing it out of my mouth into her. Ah!
There's the belly belch worm.
Now she...
Ooh, success! A truly repugnant yet truly tremendous success. Queen Bean has returned. Oh! That's the hardest I've laughed in a long time. Long time. Well done, Lady Lima. No, Your Highness. It is not I, but rather the Mario Bros. Whom you must thank. So Kakalata has stolen Princess Peach's voice in the Beanstalk. It was my fault.
Nonsense! But why would Kakalata steal the Beanstar and Princess Peach's voice in the first place? Why are you acting so calm about this?
The Beanstar is the protector of this land, and it has power to grant any and all desires. To prevent such power from being used for evil, the Beanstar was cast into a deep sleep. It is said that a voice of great beauty is required to wake the Beanstar from its slumber. It must be the voice of a pure and noble soul. In this day and age, Princess Peach is the only one who possesses such a voice. So the reason Kakalata stole Princess Peach's voice, aha! She must plan to awake the Beanstar and fulfill all of her desires. There's no mistaking her one true desire to rule the world. Fear not. I foresaw this desire of hers long, long ago. We are prepared. Card for card, we have a better hand than she.
Your Highness, Prince Peasley has arrived.
Perfect timing. Master Mario, Master Luigi, head out to meet Prince Peasley.
Looks like we're gonna do that. And then we're probably try to do some stuff here and there, and then like, you know, get things going, and then we'll end the episode. Wait, have we? What's in here? Oh, wrong way. Wrong way. We're going the wrong way. I don't want to go that way. So I want to go this way? Nope, I don't want to go that way quite yet. But there's hidden blocks there, so that's something to keep an eye on. So we want to go down.
Yahoo!
Cheers to Red and Greenie! Thank you for your help earlier. Yes, thanks to you, my secret mission is about to pay off. Yes. My golden washes. Prince Peasley, excellent work on your mission.
Have you learned the whereabouts of Kakalata?
Thanks to you. Absolutely.
Wow.
Southeast of this castle is Woohoo University, our local research institution. Kakalata and her underlings have just snuck in there into Woohoo University.
Yes, of course! Woohoo University is the perfect place to awaken the Beanstalk!
I intend to march into Woohoo University right this instant. May we meet again.
Master Mario, Master Luigi, this may be your chance to recover Princess Peach's voice. I shall inform the locals that you are to be allowed to passage on the road to Woohoo University. Excuse me. At Chocola Reserve was... I mean, despite how I got it. How did I get it, Slutty Lima? You don't want to know.
Okay. Yeah, y'all talk amongst yourself about that one while I do my own thing here. So, yeah, there's nothing in this room. This room is completely useless. I tried going in here in the original to see if there was anything worth grabbing, and there's really nothing worth grabbing. When the shopkeepers in this land see a fine, smooth mustache, they become strangely generous. Once you successfully perform a bros attack multiple times, you will understand super attacks. The higher your stats points are, the easier it is to get lucky hits in battle. What the heck is with... If you strike monsters with your hammer as you enter battle, it will lower their speed at the fight starts. In the original game, it makes them dizzy. And I wish it was that way, because that was the best way to have it. The room on the right is called the Chest of Knowledge. It's full of useful tips for travelers. Full of people. To say those things. That's where we keep a store of books left behind by adventurers who once visited our castle. Referring to the original game, huh? I have to begin making repairs to the castle court gardens. They're right above us. If only there was a way to go upstairs. Nah, I'm just kidding. So, we gotta get out here. So, now that we're out here, we're gonna save for right now. And I'm gonna just pretty much talk for the rest of the video. Oh, I never got to... You know what? I'll do it when I get the chance. I'll probably do it when we do something. So, here we have the pipes. So, that's weird, right? Well, I'm gonna go in this pipe quickly, actually. So where's pipe number 4 at, you may ask? Well, right now, we meet Piper. Hey! Welcome to the Pipe House. I'm here to teach you everything you want to know about pipes. Want to ask about pipes? Yes. Which do you want to ask about? Green pipes. Yeah, I like the thumbs up. Right, green. Jump in a green pipe to warp to another green pipe elsewhere in this land. You just choose a green pipe you've jumped in before and you'll warp to it. Easy peasy. So if you find a green pipe, you better jump in on principle. Seriously, just for a second. The more green pipes you jump into, the easier it'll be to travel around the kingdom quickly. There are 13 green pipes in all, okay? Got that. In the original, there was 9, I believe. Can I stop there? Tell me more. Which do you want to ask about? Yellow pipes. I don't know what the yellow parts are about. I mean, we haven't seen them yet, but let's see. Yellow pipes are for travel between the sea floor and the surface, or between above and below ground. There are lots in ocean, desert areas, so when you're in those regions, jump in the yellow pipes. Can I stop there? Yes. See you later. Study a little on your own. He just pokes his head out, and she just pokes her head out. I don't know if it's a he or she, I don't know, I'm sorry.
Hammer!
Oh, I like how it's just like... I like how it just changes to the castle, music. Wait, I wanna go this way, right? I feel like a mouse or a hamster in a maze. So we got Hoo Beans. Hoo Beans, you get items. So yeah, there's Hoo Bean, there's Woo Beans, Hoo Beans, Chuckle Beans, He Beans. Chuckle Beans you get from underground, Woo Beans you get from enemies. He Beans, as you can see, I have 40 of them. I'll show them on the screen right now. I'll show the bottom screen. So, yes, this is what you see here. He Beans you get from minigames. Hoo Beans you get from invisible blocks, or blocks in general. And that is what you
overall in general. So that's pretty much it. So all in all, that's how it is. I guess we can show the menu and how things would look. So if we were to look at gear, it doesn't look like it can. So it just shows us chat. Oh, it doesn't show anything cute. It really doesn't show anything cute. That's actually quite sad. Well, it doesn't help that Luigi's... I probably should give BP a lot more often to Luigi, since his Bro's attacks are a lot more. The one thing I don't like about so subtle differences I don't like about this game compared to the other one. I really do not like the fact that I don't like that. So there's moving. So I don't like how in this game, like Luigi's Bro's attack is more than Mario's. Considering that his is a little bit more powerful, but it's kind of inexcusable. So. By the way, oh yes, you are perfect. How about a picture? Right. Oh yeah, let's do it. I'll snap a great picture of you. Well, want a picture taken? No thanks. Girl's crazy about it. Like he needs to take photos. We're gonna hide a music player. Nice. So yeah, there's that. What else? What else is there? We could talk to people around the kingdom. Another music notes. Music player. On this island out to sea, on the right edge of the map, there is a place where you can learn hand powers. Did you know? Oh, did you know that? Nope. Suppose that makes sense. There's no reason you should know. In fact, I've only heard rumors of it myself. Now that you told me, now I can say, yes, I know that. How about this? On the bottom right part of your map, where all the rocks are, there's a place where the Jelly Sisters will teach any who use hand powers an incredible new technique. Did you know that? Nope. I suppose that makes sense. There's no reason you should know. In fact, I've only heard rumors of it myself. Now I'm gonna take your stuff. Nice. Hoop beans. We're getting a lot of more hoop beans here. Interesting. If you ever get homesick for the Mushroom Kingdom, you should visit Little Fungi Town. Oh! It's a town. It's a town built by immigrants from the Mushroom Kingdom. Oh, that's why we don't have many mushrooms lately. Maybe all the diverse mushroom people are here then. That makes sense now. I mean, in this time period, I mean, you guessed it. I mean, I probably would have immigrated out of there. I mean, if my ruler was constantly getting captured and kidnapped and whatnot, I mean, I probably would leave the country as well. I don't know. That's just me, though. It's to the north of here, past Teehee Valley. I'm serious about that one. Unless there's some way I could save that person. The most important thing to do when traveling overseas is save. That's right, save. They say that saving is the best traveler's insurance around. Sometimes you may feel lost in unknown land. No big deal. Happens to the best of us. If you're ever not sure where to go or what to do, have a gander at your mini-map. Yo, bros, you two traveling dudes! I am like hurting over here in a big way, bros. Can you help being out? Sure. Seriously, bros, my little pet beanlets up and took off on my poor little dudelets. You can catch all 5 of them for me? I'll totally make it worth your while. You'll be like, score! Beanlets are tiny and green and stuff. Plus, they're all around. Can't miss them, seriously. Thing is, they ain't, super motivated. No way those little dudes would have left town. Come on, bros. I know you guys can take care of the business. Get your super on. Excuse me, guys. This is kind of a dumb question, but you know when you jump on the other guy? Well, what if just then, when the other guy was about to, you know, jumped on, what if he moved out of the way at the last second? What would happen? Don't you ever wonder? Not that I need an answer. I wouldn't spend too much time thinking about it or anything. I bet if you press L and R buttons simultaneously, you'll both switch to the solo jump icons. I bet that's useful for when there are little ledges when you have to get up. Just a thought. That would have been useful in this game, except I have this screen right here to use. So, yeah, I don't know. Sheesh, for some reason my grandpa has been saying really bizarre things lately. Maybe it's just his age, but he's so loud, there's no ignoring him. I probably wouldn't ignore him, though. He's probably got some good wisdom. So, the first...
Jump.
So, the first guy... got being let right here. Could access...
Spin.
Got being let right here. Can find them easily, literally. Not even kidding. Oh my, aren't you Mario and Luigi the Superstar Brothers from the Mushroom Kingdom? Wow, you're even cooler in person, but Prince Peasley is way cooler than you, no offense. Okay. Woohoo University is the center of all scientific research in the Bean Bean Kingdom. Apparently it's southeast of the town. Not that I've been there. I want to study up and become a researcher at Woohoo University. Now that would be cool. So, let me see. I won't said anything. Anybody say anything about this guy? Yeah, let's go in here. So yeah, this... Oh, welcome. Care to show me your records? Yeah, it'll be great. Why do I want to see them? Well, you know, going the extra mile, being especially superstar. That kind of behavior makes me happy, you dig? Oh, and naturally I'll give a nice reward for your efforts. Provided the story you spin is good enough. That is. Go on, show me your records. Sure. Whoa, you've battled 100 times? You've defeated 200 foes. You've received 300 excellent ratings? What the heck? You've dodged enemy attacks 200 times. You've found 20% of the blocks. Oh, that's quite a story you're cooking up. Thanks, friend. Here's your reward. Go on, take it. It's all yours. You got 3 ultra mushrooms. You got 3 nuts. You got a quick collector. Wow. You got 8 syrups. You got 4 super syrups. You got 150 coins. You got 6 up mushrooms. You got 3 super mushrooms. So maybe a good yarn when we next meet. Holy crap. Now I gotta look at the full menu. Yeah, holy crap indeed. This is insane. I have way too many 1-ups and whatnot. Oh my gosh. So we got the keen items. Oh yeah. I think that's it. Anyways, let's get back to the top screen. So that's interesting. He doesn't make you pay for stuff. He gives you money instead. So I wonder how he's able to pay the rents. Just some thoughts. There you go. Things are finally back to normal here in town. We kept really busy trying to rebuild everything. Nathan beats a cup every morning. When I wake up without it, I think I just hate this town. Wow. You're one of those people, huh? The thing about this kingdom is that there are all kinds of beans buried deep down in the soil. Yeah, if you see a strange hollow in the ground, there's almost always something under there. Of course, digging down to get stuff is such a pain that nobody ever bothers to do it.
Hammer. Hi. Spin.
Oh. So he's actually on top of there this time around.
Hi. Spin.
Got a beanlet. That's the third one, I believe.
Hi.
Got a beanlet. And there's one more over
Jump.
here, I believe. Yep, there's one more up there.
Hi.
Got a beanlet. I am perhaps this town's greatest intellect. At present, it is the ancient soybean civilization that has captured my focus and attention. Would you like to hear my report on this great civilization of yore? The ancient soybean civilization. The age of flying spin beans, tunneling mole beans, and fast moving dash beans. Yes, all evidence points to this advanced bean civilization once gracing this land. And as for the whereabouts of the beanstones, the heretofore hidden treasures of soybeans, I perhaps stumbled across some astounding facts related to this matter. I theorized that perhaps the beanstones were indeed buried and still rest beneath this very town. I desire so greatly to take this town down to its foundation, and even deeper if I must. Yet, how am I to even guess where to begin digging? Where? The mind recoils at the thoughts. I ask you this: how happy would I be if the two of you were to dig up these artifacts for me? Quite happy indeed, of course. Could perhaps reward you. You find the jewels of the soybean civilization in the beans cells? Sure. Fascinating! You are both specimens. I theorize that there are actually 10 beanstones waiting to be unearthed. Yes, indeed. If you cover all 10 for me, perhaps I might reward you. By the by, my theory suggests the ancient soybeans were perhaps rather on the short side. Perhaps such information may provide you a clue of some sort in your beanstone search.
Jump.
Ruby, nice. So, yeah. Say, have you heard? Oh, it's big news. Prince Beasley is supposed to be risking his life on a dangerous secret mission. But you know, I gotta say, I'd be devastated if anything were to happen to him. I just adore that guy. Maybe I can help him on his next secret mission. Alright. Oh, but you have books here! That makes sense. In the battles, the L button is useful for moving back to the previous menu. To perform super attacks, you can damage spiked creatures. Strike 2 foes simultaneously, and gain other bonuses as well. In the ground in this kingdom, there are said to be pits that are invisible to the naked eye. When tiny people stand on top of these invisible pits, the tiny people will react strangely. If you keep powering up the same ability when you level up, you won't get high bonuses real numbers. Gee, thanks for telling me that. A lot of bugs decided to move into my old books, so I'm airing them out. Cheap fumigation. Exposing your books to sunlight and wind, and it'll keep the bugs away. Interesting. I don't think there was anything in that house in the original. I'll probably double check in the next episode. This room is nice, isn't it? It has a heater and a window and no old bath or toilet. It's 3 years old and 3 seconds to the cafe. But as nice as it is, you can't have it. I just now rented it to that fellow over there. Excuse me. Once in a while, I get the urge to go nap under a roof. Then I'll rent myself a room.
really big enough for me.
Okay. Did I see something shiny? The thing about this kingdom is that there are. Oh yeah, I think you were telling me already. But yeah, that last fact on the book was the very thing I was trying to go about. It's like you'll stumble upon something great. So anyways, let's look at the gear quickly that we have here. Got the Bubbles badge, Bean badge, Waha badge. I think we're gonna sell these, most likely. It's not like we need them or anything for collectibles. But then again, money is not really too much of a problem. Earn more items by winning battles quickly. Huh. Okay. Let's go back to the top screen and see if there's any items worth buying. As you can see, this is a fashion house frequently by celebrities of all kinds. Classy always. But offer prices you'd never expect from high-class boutique. Okay, so let's look at clothing first. So we have Mario. Oh, and his speed will go down though. Bean trousers, hard pants. Bean pants. Bean trousers is what I have on. If I have hard pants on. I only have stuff from Mario. What the flip, man? I guess we could put hard pants on Mario. Why not? Yeah, why not? We need a... Luigi really needs more BP for sure. Bean B badge. Right. I think this will go very well for Luigi. I think he really needs it for sure. Spike badge. Not needed. Castle badge. Yeah, I definitely don't need that. That will probably be the more useful for Luigi to have. Get the jump badge is definitely something. Oh yeah, I could probably sell the other two. Yeah, I'll probably sell the other two, but I'll buy this for Luigi. I put that on Luigi. There you go. So badges. So there is. Get the jump badge. There's only 6 coins. Doing. Yeah, I don't need this. We can sell these. Flower pants are not needed. Who are slackers? Yeah, let's sell that, bro. We don't need that. Bean trousers. Yeah, we can get rid of those. Anymore, do we? Cosmic pants, yeah, we. Yeah, we don't need a. Yeah, I think we're good here in terms of blue jeans. We can get rid of blue jeans. Automatically restore HP. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, HP's not that bad for me. It really isn't. Bubbles badge. Luxury badge. Also, auto restored BP. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're gonna keep it like this.
probably go buy. Do I really not? I mean, do I really need to buy items? Let me see. I'm literally good on items in a way. I guess I could see what they are selling. Like what they are selling. Wait. What do you say? Yes, as long as you wear clothes from this shop, you'll be known as a sharp and dressed man among men. Okay, cool. If you say so. You gotta question it. I already talked to him already, I think. Just in case it didn't, though. Things are fun. Oh, yeah, we did talk to him.
Hammer. Jump.
Okay, yeah, I got your beanlets. Yo, my poor little beanlet buddies! You got them all back for me! Yo, many thanks, bros. I'm practically crying. I'm so relieved these jewelets are safe. Anyways, right on, bros. Here's the reward I promised. We got a golden mushroom. So, golden mushroom, if I am not mistaken. Let's switch to the bottom screen. Maxes the HP and bros points. That's pretty much it. Let's see here. We have yet to do the mushrooms. Yeah. Let's get in here. Supposedly, the shop in Little Fungi Town has lots of products that we don't carry here. Is that so? Okay. We have anything you could want. Brings you here today. Super mushrooms. That's what brings me here today. How many nuts? Numbers held. 18. That's fine. I mean, biscuits. So, super mushrooms. I think we should start getting super mushrooms. I think getting 17 more is fine. How many of them do we have? 22? We'll get 3 of them. Why not? Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, we're good there. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't really need to sell anything. I'm kind of content. Alright, let's go find... Okay, so since I couldn't... We gotta go find the missing pipe. The missing pipe number that's missing. So, I'm gonna go find that and I'll be right back and then we'll end the episode there. So, I'll be right back.
I know what you guys are thinking. I know. I missed the beanhole. We will get all the beanholes. I don't want to say in this episode. Not quite yet. I think once the backtracking begins, where we have to explore the entire bean like fields, that's when I'll actually grab all the beanholes. So I missed that one on purpose. The ones that I find on the way to anywhere, this is just so, like, if there was a 100% guide that I wanted to make, you know, or not a guide, but, you know, it's, you know, it is what it is. I'm sorry. But, like, this is just to break the silence, by the way. But, yeah, so, basically how this is going to work for this game and the original game, if I come across it, I'll absolutely dig it up if it's not completely out of my way. Otherwise, don't expect me to dig it up or go looking for it, because the ones in Hoo Hoo Mountain is definitely the last place I'm going to be looking at for sure once I look for secrets and whatnot to complete the entire game. And that being said, yeah, you just go through this little hallway segment, and pretty much this is how you get to the pipe that's at the northwest end of the Bean Forest.
Well, found it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, nice. We're gonna go back to the Bean Kingdom and get, you know, end the episode. So I don't think this should be a problem. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here for the day because there's not really much more else to do. Yeah. I'll just restore my stuff and just call it a day. And yeah. Hope you guys did enjoy this episode and whatnot, with the gameplay at least. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. But yeah. That being said, don't forget to shine bright and stay bright.